Not knowing is the failure of 99% of the businesses. But how did we get to this situation of not knowing? I mean, you've been doing fitting windows for 20 years, right? You've been fitting bathrooms for 20 years. You've been doing central heating for 20 years. You've been cutting hair for 20 years. You've been cooking food for 20 years. You've been building houses for 20 years. So I'm talking about people who are really, really experienced, yeah? So the question stands now, if 95% of the businesses out there, the new startups and self-employeds and small businesses are failing, these people that are failing, some of them have got to be doing it for years, right? So what is it that they don't know? How can they not know something about their own field? That's a tricky question, isn't it? Well, here's the answer. The reason why what they do know is they do know how to do their job practically. So, lawn layer will be able to lay out a lawn. A driveway person builds driveways for you. He knows how to build one. But all these people, when they try doing it as a business, they confuse it with this one entity that because I'm very good at doing this, I am very good at running it as a business. That's where they mess up. They think they do know when they don't. They're two separate with such a fine line. You try telling somebody after 20 years. I was speaking to somebody the other day, one of my clients, who I asked him, he said, I've been fitting windows for 40 years. Did you hear that? 37 years to be exact. He's been fitting windows for 37 years. And he did not know 1% about how to go out and get lots and lots of customers. Hence, he became my new client. Another one, bathrooms. He's been fitting bathrooms for 18 years. Never knew, after he started speaking with me, how to get lots and lots of clients. He'll never be, and charge top money as well. Not talking about reducing the prices. Charge more than your competitors. And when I told him, he was shocked. I said, listen, I'll bring the customers for you. You'll have to just go and do the installation. But me and you are going to sit down together and we're going to design a package where you're going to charge more and give your customers a lot more value. You're going to think how that's possible, right? And I explained it in other audios. You need to listen to other audios how I do that. But the question, this audio is about how come they don't know? And here's the reason why they don't know. They are so busy doing what they're doing that they don't get a time to scratch their nose. They never get time to think outside the box. And they've been doing it day in, day out for 20 years. Like I told you about my friend, my new client. 37 years he's been fitting windows. 37 years, and he did not know that he could charge more, get unlimited clients, employ fitters to actually do the window fitting for him. He can go and do the finishing touches to make sure the masterpiece job comes back. Employ the people at half the price because he's not taking on top talent to fit the windows. But when it comes down to the finishing touches, the basics he can get people who've been doing it for a couple of years to do, and the masterpieces he can do himself if he wishes to, or just take somebody on. So he could sit at home, do about 8 jobs a month compared to the 2 he's doing now, and make 5 times more money by sitting at home than what he's making now, because I can get him a lot more clients. Same for the bathroom guy. So coming back to how come they didn't know, they are so busy. So I spoke to him because what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, pick up the windows, take them to the house because I've got to be there by 8 o'clock in the morning, and start the job. And I finish by 5. If I haven't put in 10 hours, I can't get a good day's work out. In 10 hours, I know I've got to fit 3 windows. But I said, okay. So I go out and put a 10-hour shift in. And on the weekend, I'm exhausted. I need some time for me. So even when somebody tries to tell me that there is another way around doing this, because I've been doing it for so long, I'm thinking, if I don't know, how can you know? So that's another problem. So they are stuck in this circle that when you try telling, like Born Identity, you want to watch this movie, Born Identity. You try telling somebody that James, your name is not James. James, your mum and dad are not these mum and dad. You try telling somebody that just because you know how to fit a window doesn't mean that you know the best way and the easiest way how to bring customers in. We're not questioning your ability to fit windows, but do you know there's ways of running it as a business where you could, if you love fitting windows, then so be it, but you could have unlimited supply of customers. So they don't know because they've got no time. No time. And they're so busy doing what they're doing, they've got no time to look into it or find out. So whenever you speak to them, they'll just confront and say, well, because I've got no time, that's the real reason for not knowing. Because I've got no time, am I supposed to work and provide for my family, or am I supposed to go around doing some courses? That's why you never hear anybody saying to you, what do you do for a living? I'm going to a college. What are you doing? I'm going to a special school. I'm going to university. I'm doing a private course, mentoring course. What is this whole course is all about? Or I'm learning how to run a business successfully. Have you ever heard anybody say that to you? I'm learning all the principles and the strategies that are used by the top 1% of the business people in the world who apparently are controlling 80% of the money. Yeah, I'm using what they do to run their businesses so I could do the same. And it's a 2-year course and I pay £20,000 for it. Have you ever heard anybody say that to you? No. But you have a look around you. How many thousands of pounds and how many hours, thousands of hours do we invest into learning how to do a degree for a job that doesn't exist? You have a look around you. How much time do we learning things? And when you do get into the jobs, the companies, your employers treat you like crap, and still 95% of us work for them. Why? One reason. We don't know. We just follow the norm. Everybody's doing a degree. I'm going to do a degree. There's nothing wrong with doing a degree, but there is something wrong with knowing that this degree ain't going to get you the life that you're going to want to have. You can have it without it. You can have a degree and still have the life. But choosing to go and work for somebody else for the next 40 years and being told what to do for the rest of your life, and then trying to sell yourself off to the idea that there is no other way, or there is a way. Take time out and study, do research, look into what you can do where you can sit at home and make good money, make other people's lives better for them. That's what I do. I bring results for people to give them the life they want to live. And I don't even charge them for it. Because that's what my passion is, to help people, as many businesses and as many individuals I can, to get them to live. So the fact that they've got no time to learn, I take care of that. I supply you the customers and I tell you what you need to do. If you do this, you will sit at home and you will make 5 times what you're making now, maybe even more. Maybe even depending on the business you're in. So take time out. Time. not having the time, not creating the time. You're too busy. You need to make a bit of time where part of your time has got to be spent in study. That's what the top 1% do. They study. The top 5%, they study. They're doing their job and they're continuously studying. Even the companies at the top, they did not know what works, what doesn't work. They spend money and time to test and tweak what works and what doesn't work, because they know if we can find out of 50 different tests and trials we do two that work, those are the tools we can sell on to our clients that are doing business mentoring courses with us. Time. Take time out, or 40 years will slip by like my two clients and you won't know. Luckily for them, when I spoke to them, I said, listen, you're going to retire in 4 years. And he could laugh his head off. I said, listen, you're going to retire in 4 years. I'll try and make it quicker for you. So I'm not telling you not to fit windows. If that's what you want to carry on doing, not a problem. But I will bring you so many customers and you won't even have to pay for them. That's what I love doing. Because I was told, if you help enough people and get them the results and change their life into what they want, that's true value. And if you don't care about people and giving them what they want, you don't deserve to have what you want, and you certainly don't deserve to be in business. So see you in the next video.